found a way.
Yeah, we found a way. I mean, we started the game really well, really professional. We obviously conceded a sloppy goal, and it felt like the first and second goal for them come out of nowhere. I mean, really unfortunate to concede the second goal. And he gets the crowd right behind them, and then last minute penalty, which I feel again, so harsh. His arms down by his side, but full credit to Coventry. They made it really tough for us, and especially that second half and extra time. But like I said, we found a way, and it's important to get through to the final.
And Bruno, did you think you were out right at the end of extra time, that Coventry had won it?
Obviously, when they scored the goal, we thought it could be my offside, but as we saw in the image, Asa was a little bit behind, and us from the front couldn't see that. It was really tight. I think we put ourselves in a difficult position in that moment, because we had the game controlled. We could even kill the game after, but we didn't, and obviously credit for them for what they've done. But I think we have to do much better.
Yet there's normally euphoria when you've reached a cup final. It's very different for you guys. Well, what changed? I mean, what shifted? How do you explain that? And it's been like that this season, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it pretty much sums up our season. I mean, we had great control of the match, and we actually played really well for the first 60 minutes, and then look, we conceded a goal out of pretty much nothing. We didn't really give them much up to then. And then I don't know, I just feel like the world was wanting Coventry they were getting the looks at the breaks, and they put us under pressure, and we didn't deal with it well enough. We couldn't keep the ball well enough, and they got the penalty late on, and then it was tough in extra time. I think the boys really felt it, but we've shown great character to make sure we stick with it. We got our heads back, and to win the penalty shootout's really important.
Yeah, and of course you're through to another final, Manchester City again, Bruno. To win the FA Cup, is that then a successful season? Do you have to win that now to have a successful season?
We'll never be successful if we win the FA Cup. We know the standard of this club is much higher than what we've been doing. We know that we have to do much better in the league, in the Carabao Cup, in the European competitions. Obviously, it's going to be successful in the FA Cup. That's it. If we win it, it's going to be successful then. But we know that this club is much more than that.
Well, it's been an amazing game, and you've pulled your way through. Somehow you're there, you're in an FA Cup final. Harry, if you can do in the honours, Bruno, player of the match. Thank you very much.
Raised the same old questions about Manchester United, hasn't it? That we're going round the hamster wheel asking the same questions and getting the same answers about them.
We're having the same conversation every week. But Man United, you don't know where you're going to get. They're inconsistent. They give you chances. They always play in moments. That's what they tend to do. They give teams chances. We've seen it even throughout the FA Cup this year. Wigan had chances, Newport, Leicester teams. Liverpool probably should have beat them. They should have been beaten today. But they're in the final. We always say you need a bit of luck in football, and United had luck today, absolutely. But they got over the line. Maguire got interviewed towards the end. He said we showed great character. I don't see character in this group of players. I really don't. I'm getting to the stage where I'm always disliking them because I see what qualities they have. But when they have a team and they've got the game won, and they're just taking the foot off the gas, and I'm waiting for leadership. I'm seeing people with bad habits. I'm looking at the goalkeeper wasting time. Your goalkeeper at Man United playing you're 2 or 3-0 up. And you're wasting time. Just get on with the game. Flex your muscles. You've got the game won. And all of a sudden they take a step back almost. They show some courage. Almost frightened to go and win the game. So, again, huge problems for Man United going forward. But they got the job done. But, the plaudits today have to go to Coventry.
Absolutely. So disappointing to look back on this and feel like perhaps it was an opportunity missed. But at the end of the day, they are a team that are on the up. They are a team in transition. And this crowd in here were just so incredible from start to finish. They were so loud. And even at the end of the match, when most of the other teams' fans had left, they stayed behind. They made sure they saw their players.
Yeah, the connection's there. They've brought the connection back with the fans. And listen, this is a team that had a total rebuild, really. So this season's progression, and it stands them in real good stead to go again next season.
Next season will be the interesting one because, as you say, they've got loads of new players in this team. They have really built on that, and they will have learned a lot from this experience too. So is it very promising, if you're a Coventry fan now, to look at what this team could be?
Yeah, like I said, everyone's signed on, everyone's contracted. I think Callum O'Hare's the only one that everybody would want to sign a new deal. But it's a team and squad that Mark only has to add 2 or 3 good players to and go up another level. So like I say, it stands them in good stead. They've gelled together really well, and they're a team on the up.
And look, they were disappointed, obviously. They'll be so sad to miss out in the way that they did. But when the fans were out here and when they were clapping the fans, they had huge smiles on their faces still, didn't they?
Yeah, of course they did. They know they've took some of the best players in the world to a penalty shootout, and the momentum of the game, they should have won it. You know, they've won it in the last minute, but you know, half a yard offside. So it's disappointing, but they can be, as they know they've made themselves proud. They've come to Wembley, they've performed on the day, and you know, people will look up. Coventry City's back. It's back on the map, and these players are making it happen.